So the title is Homeopathy Music Scalar Waves.
Homeopathic
Oh, sorry.
and homeopathy. Yes,
Homeopathy.
Yes, I probably meant to put homeopathic, but it is homeopathy. Yes.
What did I say? Homeopathy?
You probably said the right thing. Who knows?
um, yeah, so we were talking about it. He said, like, how do you spell that? And I looked it up and I looked it up wrong, and then he got it. And this is what I found. Scalar, mathematics, physics, adjective of a quantity having only magnitude, not direction. Noun, a scalar quantity.
And you might want to look up scalar wave.
Scalar waves.
Because that's what we're going to be working with today.
Let's see.
I think recently we came on and played some music, and we were talking about homeopathic sound healing kind of music theory that we've been looking at the body and how we heal with waveforms. And many people are using low electrical devices to produce these waveforms, such as scalar waves, Rife waves. But we don't often hear them in music. And I do think it's a shame because I really love the scalar waves in music and the definition of a scalar wave. So, scalar wave is two opposite frequencies in the same space.
I just found that.
Mm-hmm.
Scalar waves are produced when two electromagnetic waves of the same frequency are exactly out of phase, opposite of each other. That sounds like 0 point to me. And the amplitudes subtract and cancel or destroy each other.
And what's interesting is it says that they destroy each other, and that's partially true.
That's what it says.
I know. But what really happens is, and that makes you think they destroy each other completely, doesn't it?
Well, I never thought about it till tonight. And it says here the result is not exactly an annihilation of magnetic fields,
Right.
but a transformation of energy back into
Yes.
a scalar wave, which to me is conception, rebirth. Yeah.
Folding in on itself,
Yeah.
death and rebirth, fractalization. But what happens when we take these two opposite frequencies and put them in the same space, it shapes the lower wave. And what's really cool about sound is that we can actually experience what that feels like when it happens. And what's really interesting to me is that, you know, when you have an opposition to something, you know, this word like versus, like, you know, I probably talk about care versus concern a lot, or I like to make up all kinds of different verses, like, I can't even think of one right now, but two opposite frequencies like fear and love, sorrow and joy, pain and pleasure. Yeah, absolutely. So like, can't let anybody help me, need help or assistance versus assistance.
Right.
Awareness.
Apprehension and confidence.
Intellect versus awareness. So when we have two opposite frequencies, and when we're in school, they taught us to draw a circle by making a straight line, and then there's 180 degrees to both sides. And so when we take two opposite frequencies musically, we have this cornucopia of the totality from what our ear hears from one frequency, 180 degrees from the bottom part of the spectrum up to the next note, and then from the upper part of the spectrum. And I'm going to demonstrate it with some gongs today. And I think I already have a little sound coming in here of one with a weird sound. So we're just going to put that up for a second. And hopefully you guys can hear that. I haven't seen any of the comments here. Let's see here. Let's see if there's any comments.
Yeah, there's some comments.
Let's see here. Comments and reactions. There we go. Cool. So, yeah, this is a scalar wave, and I'm going to go over to the Sun gong and the Jupiter gong, and they have a near scalar relationship where you may hear the lower frequency be taken over by the upper frequency. And I think we've played it in the room before, haven't we, Todd?
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows too that in science they're using this to levitate objects. So science is using this literally to make objects lighter than they are, like the stealth bomber uses this type of technology.
Like the fucking pyramids.
Like the pyramids, yes. Scalar. Scalar's like your cells are circles, so their geometry are scalar. So this is like cellular music. If you could hear what your cells sound like, it would sound like this. Let's play it though.
You switch cameras. Cameras.
So first we're going to play the sun's gong sound, yeah? And really take a moment and feel the lower frequency. And now we're going to add the Jupiter gong. So what did it feel like, Todd?
I'm still feeling it.
Well, it's still vibrating in the room for us. Yeah. I can still feel the...
It felt like a clearing.
So would you say you felt lifted?
Yes, in a very relaxed, almost subtle way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the scalar waves can really, help us see the big picture, I guess, and come into a state of awareness.